Hello everyone, my name is Evan Jacobs and we have one of the more anticipated fights, simulations coming up. This is happening on September 28th, Errol Spence Jr. versus Shawn Porter, a fight that I think Spence wins. It's odd though, and I'll get into this as we do this, because sometimes Errol Spence does not show up, at least on this simulation, but we'll have to see. Spence is 29, Porter's 31. Spence 5'9", Porter 5'7". They're welterweights, 147. Spence has a reach of 72, Porter 69. Spence 25-0, 21 knockouts. Porter's 30-0, and he has two losses. So here, let's go right to this. This is a 12-round fight, 3-minute rounds, 10-point plus scoring system. No mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. And let's get right to the action. All right, so we have Errol Spence Jr. coming. He's taking on Shawn Porter. And right now, Porter kind of jabbing, and Spence looking to get in, looking to land. Porter throws a lot of punches. And, you know, I got to be honest, I thought that Porter mauled and probably beat Keith Thurman. Although the judges did not give him the decision. You have Spence right now getting out behind his jab and using it as he kind of seems to be drawing Shawn Porter in. Porter reluctant to come forward. So, you know, these two guys, I personally think this is going to go the distance. I think Spence should win. But what I've noticed on this simulation is, I want to say when I did the Mikey Garcia fight, and it was a fight that was very polarizing to a lot of people that were watching on Boxing Time TV, Garcia beat him. And then, obviously, in the real fight, Garcia didn't come anywhere close to beating him. So, right now, Spence looking to kind of do things with his left hand, make that southpaw style work for him a bit. And then you have Shawn Porter coming in and, you know, kind of boxing. And what we're seeing right now is a very, very technical fight. Thought I would see more punches from these guys, you know, and right there you have Porter going to the body. If I'm Shawn Porter, man, I'd bull Errol Spence around the ring. Spence landing from a long range. Shawn Porter landing too. So far so good. Kind of a interesting opening round. One that, you know, I thought would be there'd be a bit more action. And right now, Errol Spence landing well with that right hand, but Shawn Porter having his moments a little bit here. I think Spence did enough to win the first round, though. Oh, so judges have it even. 2 judges have it even. 1 judge gives it to Errol Spence. Errol Spence up by 1 point as we move into the second round now. If it keeps going this way, folks, we're going to be in for a kind of a dull fight. We're going to need to see more from both fighters as Shawn Porter begins around cracking Errol Spence with a right hand. Spence comes back with 2 shots. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please ring the bell. Please, just follow and if you want, let me, if there's fights that you want to see made, direct message me. I would love to try and do that for you. I just want, I want to fill this thing up with content. I want to get as many fights in, you know, in here as I can. Trying to do one a week, you know. And yeah, that's just what I'm trying to. That's just what I'm trying to accomplish. My goal is to just fill this thing up with content. And and then right there you have Shawn Porter landing with that left hand, stuffing the face of Errol Spence. So now Spence landing on him. So this right now is shaping up to be a pretty darn interesting fight. We'll see if the fighters can keep it up. Both fighters seem to fight at fairly fast paces all the way through the 12th round. So, you know, I just hope that keeps up. What sometimes happens is in this game, things kind of fall into like a lull. There you have Errol Spence landing the right hand. He lands another right hand. Those are sharp right hands on the head of Shawn Porter. You can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Boxing Time with Evan. I did this kind of late. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired. I just wanted to get one of these pods in. Oh look, and Shawn Porter stopping Errol Spence. And now going to the body. If I'm Shawn Porter though, I'd be bullying him around a little bit more. He's forcing Errol Spence to be more aggressive, and Spence could get very comfortable in that role. Oh, and these two guys are just, you know, this is so far. Oh, we're seeing some action. This second round's really opened up. So I like what I'm seeing from both fighters. Is Shawn Porter is not afraid to hit back. He keeps going to the body. Oh, and Errol Spence coming back. I wonder if this is still going to be even. Oh, and Errol Spence maybe stealing it at the end with that. Although Shawn Porter, many good moments as we end the second round here. One judge gives it to Shawn Porter. Another judge gives it to Shawn Porter. Another judge gives it to Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter took that round on the judge's scorecard. He's up by 2 points now as we go into the third round. Oh, and you have Shawn Porter landing with that right hand. And you know, I'm sorry, you have Errol Spence. Errol Spence seems to want to be making up for that last round. He knows he walked into some shots. Being the aggressor isn't really the easiest thing for him. He seems to be more of a counterpuncher, at least in this simulation. Looking over the resume of Shawn Porter, had a victory over Yordenis Ugas, had a victory over Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados. Although hasn't everyone fought Adrian Granados? He's sort of like the PBC. You know, the PBC needs a welterweight to give fighters some work. They put in Granados. I don't know that I've ever even seen him win a fight. Andre Berto, we lost to Keith Thurman. Victory over Adrian Broner. A loss to Kell Brook. Beat Paul Malignaggi. Devin Alexander. Julio Diaz. Phil Greco. So he has, oh wow. And then you have Shawn Porter coming back. And he's moving it closer to the corner of Errol Spence. So we'll see if Shawn Porter's going to try to do more of that. This is, he's both fighters coming on now. Oh, and Errol Spence landing hard on Shawn Porter. Oh, and he keeps doing it. Man, Errol Spence having some moments here as he roars back. I'm just hoping these guys can keep this pace up because this is exciting stuff here. As you see Errol Spence finding the key to landing that right hand, and it seems to be range and just distance, and he's able to tee off on Shawn Porter a little bit. Errol Spence's record, he has victories over Kell Brook. Trying to see who else they fought. Familiar. Errol Spence taking that round. So now Spence is up by 1 point as we go into the fourth round. Oh, and they are trading now. Oh, and landing a right hand as Shawn Porter continues to come forward. And Porter's like perpetual motion. Errol Spence going with the jab, touching him to the body. Oh, now going to the body. Shawn Porter trying to do stuff late. Trying to figure out ways to win. That's one thing about Shawn Porter. He's good at figuring out ways to win. Even though he's come up short twice, he's very good at that. Oh, there he is. Figuring out ways to land on Shawn Porter. The question is, how many more of those right hands can Shawn Porter take? Looking over Errol Spence's record, he beat Mikey Garcia, Carlos Ocampo. It was funny, Campo on this simulation, you can go back and watch the fight. Maybe I'll connect it to this fight. Beat him. He's beaten Kell Brook. He's beaten Chris Algieri. Phil LaGreco. So that's another opponent that these two fighters share. So, Errol Spence coming in with a good pedigree. Truthfully, I think Terrence Crawford's probably the best welterweight in the world. But, that'll remain to be seen when these guys fight. Hopefully they do fight. Hopefully the PBC and ESPN can get their acts together and make that fight. And right now they are trading. It feels like Errol Spence edged him in this round. Although Shawn Porter landing with that left hand, finding a way to bring it home on Errol Spence. Did Errol Spence take that round? I don't know that I want to say he's pulling ahead yet. I'm saying that both fighters are tired. One judge has it even. One judge gives it to Shawn Porter. Another judge gives it to Shawn Porter. So Shawn Porter's up by 1 point going into the fifth. This is a close contest, folks. Usually by about the midway point, someone kind of starts to take over a little bit. So we'll see who that fighter is. There's Shawn Porter landing with that uppercut. Oh, land another right hand. Shawn Porter's placing his punches. Errol Spence trying to still land at range. Now he's landing with the left hand too, but Shawn Porter being sneaky, landing shots and taking rounds from the judges as we move into we're now 4 rounds down. We have 8 more rounds left in this fight, and it's a controlled, aggressive encounter in which both fighters are, it's like I say, when both fighters get to fight when they can fight using both their styles, that's when we see the best fights. Oh, landing the right hand on, oh, look at that. Oh, and Shawn Porter landing. So when they're in close, it seems to be Shawn Porter's fight. He's going to want to get in close, but he's paying a price with those long right and left hands from Errol Spence. Oh, now going to the body. Both fighters are tired. They're certainly not showing it. Shawn Porter showing good defense, at least he was, until he got cracked with that left hand. Oh, landing a left hand. Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter's, oh, now he's wobbled. Errol Spence. Oh, and Errol Spence drops Shawn Porter with a left hand. And it's kind of like what Adrian Broner did. Shawn Porter having a really good fight, boxing really, really well, gets dropped now. And does this turn the tide for him? Errol Spence now has a swollen eye. He's going to take this round around that I thought he was losing. 10-9, 10-8 for Errol Spence, and then 10-9 again. Errol Spence now up by 3 points as we move in to the sixth round. Wow. Wow, and Shawn Porter wants to keep landing that left hand. Errol Spence has a swollen eye, and it's the kind of thing that if Shawn Porter can just hang on, land, and possibly close that eye, no matter what, even if he's behind on points, he's going to get the victory. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links with fellow people who love boxing, or maybe just want to hear some funny guy just talk boxing and get really excited over simulated boxing with an 80s video game. Please direct message me if there's fights that you want to see. I try to do 3 to 4 of these a month, just to try to keep up with a lot of the bouts that are happening. And yeah, that's just, what I try to do. I'm a huge boxing fan. I love it. And I just want to continue to grow with this and grow this thing out. And thank you so much for watching. And please like, comment, and subscribe and share these links. Now, Shawn Porter appears to be slowing down. And it's not like Errol Spence is doing that much more, but Shawn Porter isn't really doing much at all. And he's going to have to land more and do more against Errol Spence. Now, that was a really nice combination that Spence landed on him. That was very, very, very impressive. Oh, and he's landing, and he continues to land. And Shawn Porter taking a lot of shots here. Shawn Porter landing, though. Landing in between some of those punches. Maybe hoping to catch Spence. Maybe just figuring, hey, I've got him swollen a little bit. Maybe this will be enough. Oh, and here's Shawn Porter going, trying to land, trying to get the shots in. And Errol Spence doing very good in this round. Takes a punch at the end here, but I think he is getting Shawn Porter's number as this fight continues. Now he still has the swollen eye, obviously, but Porter was saying is tired, and 10-9, 10-8, 10-9, all for Spence. Now Errol Spence is pulling away. He's 7 points ahead of Shawn Porter. Oh, and Shawn Porter comes out and lands some left hands. Oh, Porter's throwing more punches. Maybe he thinks that Spence is tired. Oh, and Spence moves Porter to the ropes, punches him into them, and Shawn Porter comes out hard, lands those punches, but it's not enough to discourage Errol Spence, and he continues to land on him, and oh, and he punches him into the ropes again, and wow, just Spence starting to really pull away. And Errol Spence, Shawn Porter's coming out. He's still in this. He's trying to win. But, Errol Spence kind of keeping calm, keeping cool, lets him do that, fights with good high defense, and then just picks him apart. And he's chopping down the tree of Shawn Porter. He's breaking him down. Oh, and they're still landing. Oh, and one judge gives it to Shawn Porter. Two of the judge gives it to Errol Spence. They're saying that Errol Spence is beating heavy on the swollen eye. They're saying that Porter's tired. So now he's 8 points ahead as we go into the eighth round. And they are trading, so we're still seeing some good action. And Shawn Porter's still in this, and he's landing. And they're trading, and Shawn Porter's fighting for his life, fighting for his, and he's coming back hard on Errol Spence, and maybe hoping to take some, maybe thinking that, hey, Errol Spence has landed hard on me, and now Errol Spence is still trying to land. And if I am Shawn Porter, I try to smother the shots of I try to smother the shots of of Errol Spence, just because that's just what he needs to do. He needs to smother those shots, and but now you have Spence kind of coming back. Oh, and he wobbles. Oh, he wobbles him again with that left hand. Oh my goodness. Shawn Porter taking on, but Shawn Porter gets up. Wow, Errol Spence, and he's still in it. And Shawn Porter gets up and lands that left hand again. Man, and this is a fight that Errol Spence is pulling away. He has a live opponent in front of him in Shawn Porter, and yeah. Oh, and he punches him in there again, and he's just landing on him. And Shawn Porter coming out having a really good round. Errol Spence wants to be smart here, and she looks like Shawn Porter may survive this, but man, Errol Spence turning it up. Just when Shawn Porter comes out, really starts to have a good round, or trying to have a really good round, landing on Errol Spence, and he's still punching him though. He's still hanging in there. We have 4 more rounds left of this fight. And Shawn Porter taking a lot of punches. I don't know that he can pull off what he wants to pull off. They're saying that Porter's eyes are glazed, and they're saying that Errol Spence has a swollen eye now. It's going to be 10-8 across the board for Errol Spence. He's up by 14 points now. We have 4 rounds left. I mean, I would think Shawn Porter's going to need a lot of knockdowns to win. Errol Spence landing on Shawn Porter. Continues to land hard. Picking him apart now. Shawn Porter just wilting under the relentless pinpoint punches of Errol Spence. But both fighters having, and Shawn Porter, isn't, out of it. But man, he's taking a lot of shots. And he's gone to the body. He's really tried. But Errol Spence is just turning it up. Spence is a great fighter. Porter's a great fighter. These two guys are really pushing each other. And, it's bringing out the best in Errol Spence. His tight defense. I mean, if he looks unbeatable. Oh, and he lands a hard left hand, and Porter's wobbled. Oh, big right hand. And Shawn Porter, his people may want to think about stopping this. It's, I know that he has Porter with a swollen eye, but man, Shawn Porter is taking a lot of punishment in this round, and I don't see how he can put it together against Errol Spence. I mean, he always can. You can always land and do it. But Errol Spence is fighting so compact, so tight, so smart. Well, 10-7, 10-8, 10-7, and that's all in favor of Errol Spence, who's now up by 22 points over Shawn Porter. Oh, and he's continuing to land on him. Oh, and he wobbles him. Shawn Porter, I mean, maybe, it's a blessing and a curse. He's recovering. Oh, and he's just taking shots now. Errol Spence just tattooing him with shots. Oh, landing and landing again. Oh, Shawn Porter going to the body and paying for it. Trying to land, trying to keep this going, trying to muster something up, trying to do something to stop Errol Spence. But Errol Spence fighting with that high guard, just stepping back and fighting at a distance. And Shawn Porter able to land here and there, but it's not sustained. And Errol Spence getting off 2-3 punches at a time. Sorry if I go quiet. I just like to sit and watch. Take in the grandeur of what I'm seeing. I've been told by some people that when I do this, I talk too much, so I'm trying to do that less. Oh, and Shawn Porter landing, having his moments. He's still hanging in there, folks. And this could pay dividends. You never know. He lands enough. Maybe Spence's eye is swollen. He walks into a punch. The judges stop it. Suddenly Shawn Porter looks like a genius who just hung in there through, that's the thing. He steps back just a little bit more. It's going to take a lot of the power and the bite off of Errol Spence's punches. Oh, and he wobbles him again. Oh, and this is has to be it. I would think. Errol Spence landing and Shawn Porter. Oh, and he gets up. Shawn Porter been knocked down 3 times. And Errol Spence just continuing to dole out punishment. Wow. Errol Spence just keeps getting better and better. He's breathing heavy, has a swollen eye. Porter's exhausted. 10-8, 10-8, 10-8. So Porter's now up by 28 points. Oh, and he goes to the body. Errol Spence just like an assassin in there. Shawn Porter, you give him credit. He goes down and he's still in. He went to the body. He just landed 2 left hands. So Shawn Porter trying, not giving up. You gotta love that about him. And he timed Errol Spence right there. And Spence has to also be careful. Shawn Porter doesn't crack him with something. Nobody's invincible in the ring, as we know. Errol Spence just landing. Oh, and Errol Spence coming in there with an uppercut. Shawn Porter taking it, biding his time, shaking it off, keeps going to the body. Oh, and Errol Spence landing. Starting to let go, and he's throwing a lot of punches. He's going to the body now. He's putting on a clinic against Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter's hopelessly behind on points. Needs a knockout. This isn't going to happen without that. Oh, Porter coming off the ropes and landing a left hand. Spence has to be careful. I mean, if he doesn't do it in this round, if he doesn't if his eye isn't swollen shut in this round, then Errol Spence, then Shawn Porter really needs a knockout. Oh, but he lands another shot right there. And, you know, it's you have Errol Spence landing, and he'd probably like not to get hit by those shots, but he probably can't help it. Well, it ain't going to stop him on a swollen eye. Errol Spence is bleeding heavy, has a swollen eye. He just won that round 10-9, 10-8, and 10-9 on the judges' scorecards. Porter's exhausted. Give him credit for hanging in there. It's going to be academic. He has 32 points behind. Shawn Porter's going to have to just go out with everything that he has. If I'm Shawn Porter, I would just be content to survive right now. Because he's come this far. What's the point of taking any unnecessary chances? He needs like 8 knockouts to win. He's that behind. He was dropped 3 times, but he's still here in the final stanza, and you got to give it to him. And this is just like I said, being fairly academic. Errol Spence fighting, smart with his defense. Oh, and he gets wobbled with a left hand from Shawn Porter. Hey, it would be amazing. It's not uncommon, but man, Shawn Porter catching him with a left hand, and Errol Spence was wobbled for a moment there. It would be amazing if if Shawn Porter could at least drop him. That would you know, that would just be cool to see that Shawn Porter hung on to be able to do that after taking all that punishment. Oh, and lands that left hand again. Oh, and Errol Spence knuckles down and lands a hard right hand. So we are in the final minute now. This is looking like Errol Spence has this pretty much locked up. Punching him in the ropes. They're trading shots. Oh, and he goes to the body. Here's Shawn Porter. Errol Spence fighting high defense. And man goes with a left hand. And Errol Spence put on a great performance. It was close. He figured out Shawn Porter. And he made Shawn Porter fight his fight. And that's why Errol Spence dropped him 3 times. And is going to get the decision. Errol Spence Jr. winning by 34 points. Let's go and see how the judges have this. Errol Spence Jr. by unanimous decision. The fight lasted 12 rounds. Errol Spence was not knocked down, but his eyes swollen shut, so Porter finally did that. So that's a measure of victory on his part. Porter was knocked down 3 times, and so Errol Spence won at 10 points on one judge's scorecard, 12 points on another, 12 points on another. Thank you so much for watching Boxing Time TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Direct message me if there's bouts that you want to see. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I believe the next bout we're going to do is Canelo, I believe, against Derevchenko. We'll see. Or I might do Anthony Durrell versus Benavidez next. Either way, stay tuned. And thank you so much for watching Boxing Time TV.